cool but difficult thought process.
Right. I mean, that's essentially what's happening when you're on a plane. I mean, if you're throwing a ball up in the air and catching it on the plane, it's happening at a much smaller scale, right?
Yeah. I mean, you're flying at whatever 600 miles an hour relative to the ground.
But it doesn't seem like it when you're sitting there.
Yeah, and Einstein elevated that to a principle and said, if you're moving at if you're not accelerating, you're just moving at a constant speed in a plane, or now. I mean, that's essentially what we're doing now. We're moving around the sun at effectively constant speed. Then you can't tell. So there's no experiment you can do. We could look at the decay of a radioactive nucleus or some electricity and magnetism or bounce a ball, have a pendulum, whatever it is. And there's no experiment you can do to tell you whether you're moving or not. Therefore, that concept has no meaning because you can't measure it. And that's led Einstein to relativity.
I'm going to really drive this home for the last 3 minutes. Einstein, Hubble, Hawking, Arthur Eddington, you name them, Wolfgang Pauli, they all explain you can't prove that the Earth is moving from the Earth. You cannot, including stellar aberration. And they will tell you point blank that they can create a model for you that explains alleged parallax, which doesn't actually happen, retrograde motion, stellar aberration, all in a geocentric model with the Earth stationary. And you cannot prove that it's spinning or revolving on the Earth itself. It's impossible. Stephen Hawking in 2007 explained it, quoting Einstein from his writings in Special and General Theory of Relativity, his paper on the combined two theories, explaining that you cannot prove that the Earth is spinning. They choose to believe in the Copernican principle because they have a religion. That triggers people because they think they hate religion, they hate God oftentimes. But that is a religion. It's a belief system built upon the doctrine of men, void of empirical, verifiable evidence, and in fact contrary and antithetical to the actual evidence. Despite what the evidence says, I just now read him point blank say it can never be disproven. We disregard that possibility because of the horror of a special and unique position. Right? And I have plenty of quotes here from geocentrists or heliocentrists explaining you can never prove it. You can't prove that the Earth is that the Earth is not stationary. But we don't want to believe that because that would mean the Earth is special. So then what do? We go look out at the background distribution, the energy coming away from the Earth. It shows the Earth's in the center. So what do? They call it the axis of evil. And then they come up with a new idea. Well, oh, it does look like we're the center, but that must mean that no matter where you are in the universe, it would look like you're in the center. Or we're just in the center. They don't want to say what it is because it has spiritual implications. It has philosophical ramifications. And that is that the Earth had to be placed there. It has a special, unique position. They want to believe that they're a tiny speck of dust in an ever-expanding universe of nothingness where everything came from nothing and there's a pre-existing energy. But let's not talk about that part. Oh, lightning struck primordial soup and all this nonsense. And you know, why? That's a good question. Probably because they're scared of like moral accountability, I would guess. But this is the point. This is the problem. It's portrayed as science. And we're brainwashed and indoctrinated with this idea as if it is science and it's proven and it's not questionable. And you actually go look behind the curtain, it's philosophy. And they admit it. So that's why I gave the specific quotes, and it was walked past. It's the crux of the whole issue. There is a philosophy that leads to atheism and nihilism and materialism portrayed onto the world as if it is in fact scientific fact. You can't prove that the Earth is moving. If the Earth is a ball that spins, which it objectively isn't, we falsified it, everything gives us the illusion